Okay, Adam Thorne for Southpaw Jab and Unknown Boxers here with Ian Andrews and Alan Gray, Team Andre Sterling. It all kicked off a little bit, but it wasn't Andre and Craig.
Well, we all know Boatsie's a fight that Andre wants. So we never run from anyone. We don't call a particular fighter out. We'll fight whoever comes in front of us. But that is particularly a fight that Andre wants. So, there's a little bit of history with them in the amateurs. But as we say, he wasn't training with myself and Brian when he was fighting in the amateurs. So things might be different. But it's a fight we want, yeah.
Is there a danger with all of that between him and Josh that he's not focused on tomorrow?
No, he's focused. Don't worry about that.
I'm playing
don't worry.
Devil's advocate there.
He's focused. He's ready to go.
He put the eyes on, didn't he, Alan?
Listen, he knows he's got a job at hand tomorrow. We've not taken anything lightly with Craig Richards. We know what we've got to do. We know what Craig's all about. In my opinion, the best of Andre beats the best of Craig tomorrow, and it all comes down to styles. We know what we've got to do tomorrow night, but we know by any shadow of a doubt we're overlooking the task at hand we have tomorrow, because we know it's a big task, but it's a task that we relish. The last two fights, Andre's come through well, and sometimes in boxing it's not just about winning, it's how you win, and losing how you lose. In these last two fights he's had two top 10 opponents, Kurt Garvey and Ricky Summers, and he's come through sound with both of those guys, and won convincingly. Garvey fight was a bit nip and tuck, and he pulled it out pulled it out in the last couple of rounds, but he done, and I think he's covered himself in a lot of glory with those two fights. And then you have to start looking at maybe the other kids. We don't try and analyse, myself, Ian and Brian, we don't analyse what the other fighter does. We just concentrate on our guy, so when the bell goes, he's ready to do the task. He's ready to do his 12 rounds, and that's always been the way that we've trained him. All of the guys are. We don't worry about what the other kid's doing. It's about what our kid's doing, and when the bell goes, he's ready to go. 12 rounds, whatever comes at us, we're ready. So
he's very short and compact, Andre, for a light heavyweight. So Craig Richards is obviously quite a bit taller and rangier, but I suppose that's something you come across every fight, is it?
Craig's 6'1". Craig's 6'1". Yeah. Ricky Summers was 6'1". Kurt Garvey was 6'3". The debut, Andre's debut, he was 6'2". Height ain't a problem. Well, you think you're going to stop him on the end of the jab? No, it won't happen. Try it, Craig. Have a go, but it won't happen. No, height's no problem to us. No.
And you've described Andre to me in the past as poetry in motion, but we know he can hit hard. He hit so hard, Justin Johnson's still complaining about it.
He can bang, and he's fluid. He's very fluid. Obviously, again, we're at this stage of the career, but we've still got things that we're working on. We're working all the time, but you just see the progression from one fight to the next. He's took two tough fights, and as I said before, let's look at credible opponents. Yeah, Buglioni's the only one that Craig's fought. He lost unanimous. We were calling Buglioni out, and he wouldn't take the fight. So there you go. We're all right. We're happy, ready to go.
Andre told me prediction 6 rounds. If he's having a good day, 8 at best for Craig. What are you two guys saying?
Well, listen, we're going to go with our man. I think it's going to be a tough fight. I don't think it's going to be, like I say, there's no stone unturned. We've prepared meticulously, and we're ready for what he's got. And like I said, I think the best of Andre beats the best of Craig. And I think Andre will I don't think it will go the distance. I anticipate that Andre will get him out on a late stoppage. I won't give a round, but I think our guy will just be a bit too bullish. For Craig. Craig's a lovely, great fighter, upright, lovely, neat boxer. But Andre, we've dealt. Kurt Garvey, Team GB, great fighter. But Andre handled him, even though he had to pull it out of the bag in the last 2 rounds. But he did what he had to do. So we know what we've got to do tomorrow. I think so. It'll be a late stoppage.
Ian?
Just the win will do us. Just the win. I always say to Andre, look, if you can knock him over, that's lovely, but you do your boxing, because you don't want to be in late rounds looking for a stoppage because you haven't boxed proper. So do your boxing. If the knockout comes, it comes. But a win is what we want.
Guys, thank you very much. Best of luck for tomorrow night. Enjoy it. Cheers.
Mate.